the first question that I got last week was how often or how much do you recommend weighing yourself? And that was a very, very good question, because a lot of people, there's some coaches in the industry that say, don't weigh yourself. There's some people that say you should be weighing yourself daily or weekly or whatever. And the truth of the matter is you have to do what's best for you. What I personally do and what I recommend to my clients is I will ask you to weigh yourself. Once again, it all depends on your current goals, your lifestyle, your activity level, your mental stability, and how influenced you are and how your personal feelings are towards the scale. But what I typically walk my clients through is, in the very beginning, I will ask you to track your weight just as a beginning number. And then depending on, once again, your protocol, we will weigh yourself daily for the next 7 days just so I can get an accurate average. Now, this is where everything is incredibly individualized. A lot of my clients weigh themselves daily, especially obviously if they're on a weight loss protocol. But the whole purpose of that is I want you tracking your weight daily because your weight fluctuates daily, and I want you to take the average of the last 7 days. And that average is most likely the most accurate weight that you're currently sitting at. So where a lot of people get influenced by is they'll see the number, they'll weigh themselves on a Monday, and then on a Tuesday, maybe they had a cheat meal or whatever, but then the scale goes up 5 pounds. And they're like, oh my God, I have to cut all my food intake. I have to go do 2-3 workouts to try to burn this 5 pounds of fat off. The truth is, you do not gain 5 pounds of fat overnight. That's not possible. It's just not feasibly possible. The reason that our weight fluctuates, and I've said it in videos before, is it comes down to water retention, sodium intake. Maybe you're backed up and you need to go number 2. Maybe it's that time of the month for you if you're a female, but there's multiple reasons. So what I recommend, if you are on a weight loss protocol and the number on the scale doesn't mentally influence you in a negative way, meaning it forces you to go do extra workouts or it manipulates you to go starve yourself, it is perfectly fine to weigh yourself daily just so you can have that 7 days worth of averages, or that week-long average, if that makes sense. But obviously if you are in a reverse diet, meaning you are slowly increasing your calories back to maintenance and you're trying to just improve the longevity of your health, and you just want to really start fueling your body again because it's been missing out on a lot of calories, i.e. energy, you don't really need to weigh yourself that frequently. I still ask my clients that are reverse dieting to weigh themselves on a weekly or bi-weekly basis just so we can see that there's no excessive weight gain going on over time. But once again, the moral of all this is I want you guys to understand that the number on the scale is just one factor. That's one factor out of a lot of different areas that we track. Everything from your biofeedback, which is, your physiological health, meaning your brain function, your gut health, your hormone balance, how much energy you have throughout the day, whether you're hitting PRs in the gym with your workouts or whatever. And then we also track things like measurement and body composition, just because this whole theory between which one is weighs more, muscle or fat or whatever, you guys know what I'm trying to say. There's that old myth that says, muscle weighs more than fat, and one of my coaches years ago told me this, and it made so much sense to me, where we all sound incredibly stupid by saying that, just because at the end of the day, 1 pound is 1 pound. Whether you have a 1 pound dumbbell or you have a 1 pound worth of, I have one of my sneakers over there. If my sneaker is 1 pound, both objects are 1 pound. It's just one might be more dense than the other. And that's, in this case, muscle is more dense than fat, meaning it doesn't take up much space in the human body. So that is why it's important to track measurements, because the number on the scale could stay the same, But if you do your measurements on a bi-weekly or a monthly basis, you could be seeing a whole bunch of inches drop, which will show that you're actually having a reduction in your current fat in regards to your body composition. So that was the question that I got for this week. I know that was sort of a long-winded answer. Just to be transparent with you guys, going into this video, I wanted to answer a couple more, but I really felt like to provide you the most value possible, I really had to go in depth with this question, and I just didn't want to. There's way too many coaches and athletes that come onto YouTube or IGTV or Facebook Live, and they just give these very short answers to your questions that really don't provide a lot of in-depth education that is very important for you to understand moving forward with your nutrition protocols and the well-being of your life. So once again, thank you guys, everybody, for submitting your questions. If you have any questions, submit them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer them as quickly as I can. But until then, have a phenomenal week, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.